Happy Easter, Heat fans. Today, as we approach tonight on Easter, we like to say thank you to Udonis Haslem for his time, to his contributions, everything he's done for Miami Heat for 20 seasons. 20 seasons. And I'm just thankful for his everything, for what he's done for his home city, where he's from, Miami, Florida. Mr. 305. That's what we love about him. He loves the city, he loves the team, and he was sacrificed to do everything in his power to make us the best basketball team ever. And he's done that a bunch of times. So, with that being said, let's talk about him for a little bit. So he was a undrafted player from 2002. Undrafted. So, when he was undrafted, he had to go through some tryouts. And eventually, believe it or not, and I'm not sure if most of you know this, but if you did, then I commend you. He was actually playing for the summer league for the Atlanta Hawks, right? So he was going through all the trials, and he was going to try to fit in with some team, and it was the Hawks. So in the summer league, when apparently wasn't good enough, the Hawks released him after the tryouts of the summer league. Then he ended up signing with the French team, Chalon. I can't pronounce it with crap. I'm sorry. He spent about a season in the French team, and then he came back to America, and he actually ended up signing with the Miami Heat 2003. It wasn't easy, but he was good enough to make it to the NBA. However, for some reason, he was never drafted. He was an undrafted player from 2002. He won 2 straight championships in high school, 2. And he made it to the finals in his time in Florida, University of Florida Gators, as a sophomore. How could you not draft him? Easily regrettable. So, when he joined the Miami Heat, he was also joined by the likes of Alan Malik, Austin Reifer, Butler Karen, Udonis Haslem came in. But you want to know who else was part of that team? The player who got drafted in 2003, Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade comes in. So, Malik Allen, Reifer Alston, Karen Butler, Russell Butler, who was there when he joined the league with the Miami Heat. Dwayne Wade was there. And there was also one notable player who was part of the Miami Heat team in 2003. Player likes of Eddie Jones, who eventually went to the Hall of Fame, as well as Lamar Odom. So, when he started off with the team, they were great players in that team. Great players. And throughout his career, he continued to improve. He won a NBA All-Rookie Season team in 2004. So, as time goes on, they eventually hit the team from 2006. So when 2006 came, Haslem was joined by few players. Gary Payton joined in, Wayne Simeon, Dwayne Wade was still there. I think it's Antoine Walker was there, who came in. Derek Anderson, Shannon Anderson, Earl Barron, Alonzo Mourning, who was inducted to the Hall of Fame, and one more player, and I'm sure all of us knows this by now, Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, who has won his NBA championship with the Miami Heat. That was his fourth. That was his fourth championship with the Miami Heat, and And I think at that point he ended up retired a champion. And as years goes on, Chris Bosh was drafted. LeBron ends up going to Miami. Mario Chalmers, Ray Allen. That team created a dynasty from 2011 all the way up to 2014. Not too long, but it was a hell of a good time to be a Heat fan. And want to know who else was there? Haslem was there through all of it. Not only he won his first championship in 2006, but he ends up winning 2 and 3 with that team with Ray Allen, LeBron James, Dwayne Allen, Mario Chalmers, Chris Bosh, Chris Anderson, the Birdman. We can't forget about him. And when LeBron left, Haslem stayed. There was no way Haslem's going to go anywhere. Not a bit. So when LeBron left, there was a little bit of a rebuild. So it kind of sucked to be a team in a rebuild. But we managed to get back into playoffs in 2016. And we just barely missed going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Remember that Dwayne Wade was a rock star stud. But Haslem continued to rebound the ball alongside Dwayne Wade. Things got tough in 2017 when Dwayne Wade went to, I think it was Cleveland. I'm pretty sure it was Cleveland. Then ends up going to Chicago a little bit later afterwards. But Haslem stayed where he was. And he ended up being more of a mentor than a player. Hence, players like Bam was coming in. Dion Waiters was coming in. He was scoring baskets and even still, made the playoffs. Udonis was there on all of it. Udonis was there when Dwayne Wade came back in 2018 and made the playoffs. He was there when Dwayne Wade made that insane shot when Kevin Durant blocked the shot against the Golden State Warriors. He was there on all of it. That year, they did not make the playoffs. But Jimmy Butler signs with the team. Tyler Hero was starting to come in. There was one more player I forgot to mention alongside Dion Waiters, Goran Dragic. We can't forget about Goran Dragic. My stupidity still forgot. So take my mistake and learn from it. But no, Goran Dragic was there. Dion Waiters, Derrick Jones, Dwayne Wade. He retires. Jimmy Butler comes in with the team. In his first season, that team was created, a monster team that we still kind of have. Keep in mind, I said the word kind of. There was Jimmy Butler. And again, Udonis was the mentor now. He has become a mentor at this time. Bam was there. Jimmy Butler was there. Goran Dragic. Tyler Hero becoming a rookie this season. Duncan Robinson was doing great. Derrick Jones was a monster dunker. Kendrick Nunn was playing good until the playoffs. James and Crowder was also there, and until those players got traded after the NBA Finals. Granted during the pandemic, and LeBron ended up beating his former team. But Udonis was there on all of it. He became a mentor. And in his final season, when he announced he was going to return for his 20th season, there were mixed emotions. But personally for me, I love Udonis, and I'm glad he stayed because we would not have the moments like he did in this game. He scored 24 points, including the three-pointers, who, by the way, had made only 6 in his entire career, has made 3 tonight. Well, today. Right now it's 7:28, and this will be uploaded like around 7:45. But today he scored 24 points along with the 3 3-pointers, an alley-oop dunk from Duncan Robinson. By the way, he threw an alley-oop pass to Duncan and somehow made the dunk, and then a vice versa happened. He had his team on his back. He had the team's back, and he proved it time after time after time after time again. Remember the incident with him and I think it was Dwight Howard with the 76ers at that time. He was able to stick up for his team. He would. He absolutely would. This guy made 6 NBA championships and won 3. 6 championships. And all in all, he is 3-3 in the championship. He made a championship in 2006 and won. He made a championship in 2011 but lost. 2012 and 2003. That's 4 and won both. One more in 2014 but lost. And then the most recent one to the championship was 2020. Unfortunately, we lost that one too. So we thank Udonis Haslem for everything he's done for the Miami team. Thank you, Udonis. We love you. Good luck on your retirement. Hopefully, your career ends off going to the championship. Who knows? I'm optimistic. I'm so optimistic about the Heat's future. And yeah, it's been a mediocre season, but we can't give up on our team. I've done that and I regret it. I missed out a lot. I'm not gonna let this happen ever again. You bet on it. And as Miami TVG, I'm gonna make sure the future where we do everything to watch and recap the games like I used to on a weekly basis, but to do it better. I'm gonna do it better. But right now, it's playoff time. Tuesday, we play against Atlanta Hawks to make it to the playoffs officially. So, and by the way, in case I didn't realize, I am actually upstate and at a family's house for Easter. Happy Easter. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I was also watching a Marlins game, and we ended up winning and not get swept by the Mets. So that was also good. But no, that's going to do it for this video, folks. If you have enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, because Miami TVG has it back. And when he does, he'll be right there with you for the entertainment you deserve. Heat Nation, good night. And it may not be Florida, but you can't deny this good, nice view. It's pretty nice. And yeah, folks, no matter where I am, I'm always going to root for the Miami teams, no matter where I am. And with that, I like to say, consider subscribing if you're just browsing through. And yeah, folks, Heat Nation, good night, everybody.